Hey everyone, welcome to Average Joe Preparedness. My name's Rick, and I'm an Average Joe. Okay, if you watched my last video, this one should go out on the same day, a few hours later, we're gonna hope that the little light stays on. I didn't charge it for very long, and you're gonna know that I really didn't want to make this video. Yes, I'm pretty sure I said that in the last video. It's right there, just a little bit ago. But the reason I'm making it is because of a comment someone did on one or two videos ago. Maybe I should clarify that a little bit more, but I didn't. And it basically was a question. And the question was, what do I think of Berkey water filters? Yes? Yes. Now, the reason I didn't want to make this video is there's a lot of emotion when it comes to certain things. And I saw, and I'll give a backstory here in a little bit, when it comes to Berkey water filters. Okay, so I have notes, which means this is just not going to go well. You know what I'm saying? So, and also means you're probably going to have to see me with my readers once in a while. Yes? Yes. But the very first thing I said is people aren't going to like this video. And I'm looking at it as trying to take advantage of that, not the way you think or in a bad way, is this is an excellent opportunity to practice critical thinking. Take emotions out of things and just use facts, or as many facts as you can. So, and I'll remind you, logistics, which is what I was really good at, is not math. It is math and facts, but taking into account that emotions are there. Not having the emotions, but understand people are going to have them. Yes? Yes, my definition, my opinion only. So yeah, Berkey water filters. So I'm gonna look on this, and unless I'm gonna do the whole trombone thing, I think is what they call it. Yeah, we'll try with that for a little bit before I have to put those glasses on again. And so what happened, and I'm hoping enough time has gone by, because a few months ago, and I barely mentioned it in the video, I don't know if I'm gonna put it up there, that there was this thing going on with Berkey and Berkey water filters, and I wanted to stay out of the fight because of the emotion involved. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me try to fill you in on things that are my opinion. Everything in this is my opinion. So if you need more information, please get it yourself. I'm going to put links and all that good kind of stuff. Don't worry about that. But still, you need to, if you have any questions, you should look for yourself. But a few months ago, it came out, there was this big fight because Berkey water filters are being sued. And apparently that's what started it. Now, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not getting into any legal fights or legal opinions or anything along those lines. I'm just telling you what started it. And then people started doing research, and then they were arguing about what it could do, what they claimed it could do, blah, blah, blah. And Berkey has been known for a really long time in the emergency preparedness community, but mostly for those people that are like really, really into it, like the prepper stuff, you know what I'm saying, like zombie apocalypse stuff. We'll use that term. Not so much for like beginning preppers when it comes to Berkey or camping stuff, Berkey water filters, but when it comes to like the zombie apocalypse stuff, there's a lot of people that have a lot of emotions who have been using Berkey products for a really long time. And because of that, once this started being questioned, there was a lot of like, emotion. And a lot of people in the prepper community have been using them for a long time, spending the money on them, and we'll get to in a second how expensive they are, and actually making money selling them for years. So a lot of emotion. Did I mention that? Yeah. So when this came out, like I said in a little brief comment, it was like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. One of my videos, I was like, yeah, I'm staying out of the fight because it was so emotional. People were literally going after each other in videos by name. You see what I'm saying? On this side and on that side. And I was like, holy Moses, this doesn't do any good. But again, the question was asked, what do I think about Berkey water filters? And to me, anytime I need to solve something, I call that a solving, is take emotion out of it, find the facts. Yes? Yes. And so that's what I did, or I tried to do. Again, I'll give you links, but again, in my videos is to get you to think. This is not the end all be all, what I'm saying. You're with me? This is to get you to think. And usually when someone says something, then someone has a counter, and okay, that's good that you're thinking, and then go verify that information, validate it with facts. Yes? Please. Okay, in my opinion, one of the main stumbling blocks, I picked up my notes, one of the main stumbling blocks and leads to a lot of stuff back and forth was the fact that, I'm going to be reading, sorry guys, is that Berkeys are not, and if you go to their website, you can validate this. Berkeys are not NSF/ANSI certified. Now I'm going to shorten that down for the rest of this video. That's all. I'm just going to say NSF certified. Okay. If you don't know what that is, NSF/AN what the hell certification. That is that's the industrial standards for any kind of water filtration. And we're talking about the big, not for like doomsday prepper stuff. I'm talking about like in your house, the kind that go underneath the sink, the Brita water little pitchers, to huge ones for like industrial things. This is it. This is the standard. Argue it if you want, but it's the standard, yes? And Berkey doesn't have it. Now, if you want to know more about the NSF /A whatever certification, you can go online. I'm going to leave the link, but it's nsf.org. And it's hard to navigate a little bit when it comes to, but if you sit there and spend enough time, you'll find out they have certain certifications. They have a number after them. And the basic one is NSF 42. And that is basically for taste and smell in water. And it's usually just a carbon filter or charcoal, but carbon filters. And that's for just little ones that you pour that you can buy for your kitchen and the such. And basically, you're filtering the water that comes out of your tap. Maybe you don't like it in your municipality. And basically, all it does, for the most part, not all it does, you can find the definitions if you go there, is taste and smell. You see what I'm saying? So it's the most basic. But then they go up. There's 53, 44, they got all these numbers, and they have definitions as to what they do, the different certifications on what level of cleanliness of the water or whatever. And it ends in NSF P231. That's what we're going to talk about next. Now, as I said, you can go there and you can read exactly what the definitions are. And there's like osmosis, and then there's boiling the water. There's all these things. But P231, that's microbiological filters. And it's what's certified by the EPA. Again, this is the standard, not arguing with you about it. I hope you guys aren't arguing. But this is what you need to go by when you go by facts. Yes, is what is expected. And again, Berkey is not certified. From what I could find out, I keep pushing it back, a trombone. So what I could find out, Berkey, according to Berkey, that I could find out, and this is my opinion, if you guys can find out for yourselves, that's fine, is the reason they won't get NSF certified is because of the cost, and because apparently it's expensive to get them to do the test for you, and proprietary info on their filters. Yes? Now, that's what Berkey says that I could find. My opinion, even though it's what I found, because I got to stay out of trouble. Yes? Yes. Okay, so that kind of makes sense on the surface. Is to get NSF certified, you have to pay for it, and it can be very, very expensive. And if you have proprietary info in your filters, according to Berkey, I couldn't find anything that how they were going to lose it by getting certified, but I'm not a pro. According to Berkey, that's what they say, is we don't want to have that cost associated, because apparently they're going to have to pass it on. And we don't want to lose proprietary info on our filters. All right, on the surface, that sounded good. But, and it's up to you, and it's my opinion, if you look a little bit more, it's like, hey. So again, I don't have a dog in the fight, technically. I'm just letting you know what I found. Now, there's a really good article on Wirecut, actually, is what it is. And they write articles for the New York Times. I'm going to give you the link down below about what they did when they looked at the Berkey, and not just the Berkey, but, and they go over, if you read the entire thing, what they did, how they tested, who they, blah, 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 blah. So it's a really good article if you're really interested in Berkey filters. Yes? Yes. Okay, so in my notes at this part of the video, it actually says, now don't come at me, bro. I actually wrote that down. If you are a fan of Berkey water filters and you think I'm saying something bad about them or I'm not giving them the props that they deserve, just, that's not what I'm saying. This whole thing is done without emotion and it's just based on facts. If in my former career, if my leadership came down to me and said, hey, we need something to clean water for these levels. And once again, it's done on levels, guys. You see what I'm saying? From just the water tastes bad to heavy metals to we want osmosis to we want distilled till we want the one with the little light on it that kills the germs, or if we're going to go all the way to the, what the hell was it? The P31 level, which is for biologicals, and it's backed by the EPA. You with me? And you maybe have a Berkey water filter, been using it for years, and that's great. But if I went to my boss and said, well, I've been using a Berkey on my municipality water and it makes it taste good, my family thinks it's good, that's not going to sell. You with me? I need facts. If I say it's NSF certified to P231 level, which reaches the standards for the EPA, that they're going to accept. They're not going to accept anecdotal information. So that's what I base stuff on. And again, please don't be upset with me. Yes, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not coming after Berkey. I'm just using, again, this is an exercise in critical thinking and a little bit about finances too, depending on what you can afford. And it's based on levels. What do you want when it comes to your water cleaning? Is it smell and taste? Is it you're concerned about metals? Are you concerned about viruses? Are you concerned, et cetera, et cetera? Yes? Yes. I mentioned before, I'll mention it again. You can go to the NSF website and you can see the definitions of their ratings, the little numbers that they have next to them, and what it entails. Again, it's a little hard to navigate, but if you take a few minutes, you can find it. And then it depends on what are you looking for. Does that make sense? What are you looking for? Now, if you're looking for, let's take zombie apocalypse, like everything's broken down and I'm getting water from God only knows where and I need to make sure it's not going to kill me. Well, that's up to you, but you can take whatever it is you want to buy or whatever you think you're going to buy. You can actually type that in. You can click and they have drop down menus for, and then it'll show you. You click search and it'll show you that what they've tested, which filters they've tested, what brands they've tested, to what levels, whatever. It's a pretty nifty site if you're looking for the information. But again, that's up to you. That's not up to me. Yes? Yes. Now, that being said, if you look at this video, the only thing I've ever tested was a life straw. And that was me drinking that water out of my rain barrels, which was nasty. And I explained it all in that video. And the reason I did it, and I mentioned in that video, is Life Straw, and I'm not trying to plug Life Straw, okay? I'm giving you my thought process on this. Life Straw has been around since the 70s, and they've been used in developing countries. That's what they were for, was in developing countries to make sure they had safe drinking water. Yes? Yes. So that's the reason why I took the chance. You guys saw me. I drank that water. Now, if you were to ask me, hey, would you take that water and put it in a Berkey filter thing and drink it? My answer is going to be no. Not because I don't know that they're going to do it or not, but there's no factual, non-emotional basis for me making that decision. I've never heard of Berkey going to a developing country and giving them the thing so they can drink the water. If they did, okay, fine. I'm just saying I never heard about it. And that's why I made that decision. Yes? Yes. So on the low level, and I'm going to use a life straw. And what I mean by low is the camping, hiking. Whoop, it's not here. It's boop here. So the camping and hiking, you know the levels I do. And and I carry them and I have them. I have life straws. You can't carry a Berkey. You're with me? So that, again, it's not against Berkey for life straw. It's what I needed. Now, if you want stuff for your house, if you're concerned about your municipality water, the water that comes out, that maybe they don't clean it enough for you, or maybe you want it more healthy for your family, okay, go look at the levels of cleanliness, is what I would do for the certification. And then you can find the products out there that are for you. And you can find them, and then you can compare cost. Remember, Berkeys are kind of, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, Berkeys are kind of expensive. You with me? So if that's what you want, that's fine. It's just not what, looking at the, what is it called? Empirical evidence, just the information that's out there is not something I would do. Yes? Yes. Now, worst case scenario, if I want something, I gotta look at my notes again because I didn't memorize it, that's P231 certified, which is the biological, which is basically, as far as my opinion, as far as I could see on their list, that's the one that's like down at the bottom, which is actually like the, if I want that, then that's what I'm gonna go looking for. And I'm not saying Berkey can't do it. I'm just saying Berkey isn't certified that they can do it. You with me? That's all I'm saying. I mean, for all I know, Berkey could be the best water filter out there. I mean, it takes out friggin' everything, blah, blah, blah. But I can't sell it to, if it was my bosses. And that's what I think when I'm doing something is, can I sell this? Because the information isn't there except their word and the people that they did their stuff. And I'm not trying to downplay their word and their independent people that they got. I'm not downplaying it. But it's not the industrial standards. And the industrial standard for that is all the way up to the EPA, which if you guys don't like it, that's fine. But you see what I'm saying? I hope you're picking up what I'm laying down. And if I want that certification, if I want I keep looking, guys. Sorry, this is just the way I do stuff. If I want that P231 certification, then there are products out there that have been certified. And so that's what I'm probably going to go with. And there are products out there that have been certified for the gravity feed ones, which is what a Berkey is. And there's ones that have been certified, the gravity feed, and you know the names, and they've been around for one that I'm talking about. I say they like it's a bunch, but there's one that's been out there for decades, and everybody knows its name. Yes, if you're into this water filtration thing. So the question, bottom line, let me just check my notes one more time. I think I got another page. Okay, bottom line. If you want a Berkey, I got no issue with it. You see what I'm saying? You do you. Yes? Yes. But what I recommend for everybody is see, it says right there, do your own research. Base it on your needs, what level, and your finances. And then if you want the NSF certified, I wrote it again, 2P231, there's at least one out there that has different sizes for here, here, and here that is certified and P231 certified, and it's cheaper than the Berkey. Yes? Sorry guys, I'm not trying to throw stones. It's just the way it is. Okay? Now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of emotion on this video unless the emotions have calmed down. Like I said, a few months ago, it was like, people were fighting about Berkey and this and not, I don't care about lawsuit. I'm not getting into any of that. And everything I've told you is my opinion only from what I found. Yes? So please don't come at me, bro. That's what I wrote down on the thing. Now, if I've missed some factual, scientifically based data, you can let me know. You see what I'm saying? But that's the only thing that's going to convince me. I mean, no offense, people, but I don't do emotion. It's not like, well, I think and I feel. Okay, that's great for you. Okay, but please don't bring it to me. Everything I do, let me rephrase, I don't like using absolutes. What I try to do is based in fact. Does that make sense? And even then, it's just my opinion. This is just my opinion, people. Yay, I didn't want to make this video. No. Okay, enough. And hopefully I don't have to make videos like this again. I don't like ones that invoke a lot of emotion. So, tying a bow. What do I think about Berkey water filters? I've never used one. I know that I've looked at them. I know that they're expensive. I know that everyone out there, especially a few years ago, holy Moses, that was it. That was like the one that you shot for was a Berkey. I know that there's a lot of confusion and this and that and emotions. I know that. And I know I try to stay out of it, and I wanted to. Like I said a few videos ago, I put that out there when the emotion was hot. I don't know if the emotions calmed down, but I was asked. And so now don't think, oh, I'm going to ask questions. He's going to make more of these. No, this is a one-time shot, guys, or maybe I'll do some other ones, but I don't need this. Yes, I don't need this. So I hope you appreciate it. Yay. So do your own research. See what you need. I don't know who you are. I don't know what level of water purification you're looking for. I don't know what your concerns are. And I don't know what your financial state is, because some water filters can be very expensive. Some can be inexpensive. Some of them aren't going to save you from this. But if all you're looking for is this, there's some out there. And if all you're looking for is this, you know what I'm saying? Brita water filters, those are actually certified at a certain level. Again, what is it you're looking for? You with me? Yay. And again, I'm going to put some links down below for the sites. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm not unendorsing anything. I'm not saying yes to something and no to something. All I'm doing, and hopefully you guys were picking this up, the reason for this video was critical thinking. Yes, how I do stuff, my opinion, but hopefully you will look at how do you make a decision. And yeah, hopefully it's based on facts that you can back up and finances. Yes. Yes. Okay, after that, I'm an old man. Man, after this video, I'm gonna have like do lunch and take a nap or something. Jesus, that was difficult. But that being said, I hope this finds you well. I hope you are happy. I hope you are positive, and I hope you are being prepared.